Good evening. You're watching India Votes with me, Sana Khan. Let's take a look at the top stories. Congress President Sonia Gandhi files nomination papers from Rai Bareli. Son Rahul Gandhi accompanies her amid rousing welcome. The Samajwadi Party releases its manifesto for the Lok Sabha elections, promises to fight inflation and corruption, focus on Purvanchal and Bundelkhand. Modi, Rajnath Singh, Nitish Kumar among top political heavyweights on campaign trail across the country. A special focus on the issue of inflation, which is expected to play out a massive role in deciding the outcome of these elections. Congress President Sonia Gandhi filed her nomination papers from Rai Bareli in Uttar Pradesh on Wednesday. She's seeking a fourth term from this constituency that is known as a Gandhi bastion. Her son and Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi was with her when Sonia Gandhi filed her papers. Here's more.
After her 3 consecutive wins in 1999, 2004 and 2009 Lok Sabha polls, Congress President Sonia Gandhi is eyeing her fourth win from Rai Bareli. Witnessing a rousing reception, Sonia arrived in Rai Bareli to file her nomination and was greeted by thousands of supporters. Rahul Gandhi was seen driving her vehicle as she stopped for a brief moment to greet her supporters. Amid cheers from supporters, Sonia Gandhi made her way to the party's office. She even stopped at a temple to offer prayers before heading out to the party office. The security officials had a tough time trying to manage the crowd that was there to catch a glimpse of their leader. Before she filed the nomination, a havan was performed at the local Congress office in which Sonia and Rahul participated. Old family loyalist Satish Sharma, along with her lawyer, was also present at the time of filing of nominations. While she appeared confident, her son Rahul too was sure of a victory from his own constituency Amethi, another Gandhi bastion in UP.
राय बरेली के लोग मुझको बहुत प्यार से अपनाया है और मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि दोबारा मुझको
I have a relationship with the people of Amethi. It's for them to respond. They will respond. Thank you.
The constituency has been a Nehru Gandhi family bastion since the 1960s. Indira Gandhi won it for the first time in 1967, taking over after death of her husband Feroz, who was also an MP from this seat. After her 3 consecutive wins, Sonia is eyeing a fourth one this time. She's being challenged by BJP's newcomer Ajay Agarwal, while Samajwadi Party chose not to field anyone against Sonia. Aam Aadmi Party is yet to announce its candidate from the seat. Anu Devan's report from Rai Bareli for Rajya Sabha TV.
All right, and joining me for more inputs on this story, I have my colleague Anu Devan joining me from Rai Bareli. Anu, if you can tell us, firsthand, what were the scenes that you witnessed over there as far as Sonia Gandhi was concerned? This is a Gandhi bastion, of course, and other candidates from the BJP as well as other parties have been announced for this very seat. What's the excitement like over there?
Sana, we were following Sonia Gandhi since morning, and what we saw that the people welcomed her with their overwhelming response. People had smile on their face, they were waving their hands to Sonia Gandhi. Sonia had a very, very warm welcome here. And when we asked people about the other candidates who are contesting against Sonia, we particularly mentioned Ajay Agarwal's name, BJP, who is contesting against Sonia, then people's reaction was they don't know him, they haven't seen him. So it was just like that. It is also a Gandhi bastion, so they know Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi very well from Rai Bareli, and the people recognize them. But Ajay Agarwal is entirely a new face for them, so this is going to be a very tough fight for BJP from this particular constituency. As we have seen in the earlier polls also in 2004 and 2009, that BJP was on the single digit. BJP was getting just 3 or 4% vote, and while Congress was getting above 70% or 65% vote. So that was a major difference, and this time it's going to be maybe like this we can say, because people till now don't know who Ajay Agarwal is and who are the other contestants who are contesting. So we can say it's a one-way fight.
All right, Anu. So it seems like no other party has their chances as far as this Gandhi bastion is concerned. Right from the fact that the SP and the Aam Aadmi Party haven't even, announced their candidates, but the BJP is giving a fight to Sonia Gandhi. We'll have to wait and watch. Thanks so much for joining us with the live inputs from Raebareli. Now, some of the other big names filed their nomination papers on Wednesday as well. Congress leader Shri Prakash Jaiswal filed his nomination papers. He filed them from Kanpur constituency in Uttar Pradesh. He is be taking on BJP's heavyweight candidate Murli Manohar Joshi from the constituency. Union Minister Namo Narayan Meena filed his papers as well from the Dausa constituency in Rajasthan. For BJP, sitting MP Shahnawaz Hussain filed his papers from Bhagalpur in Bihar. He is seeking re-election for a third time from this seat. Now, first-time contestant and filmmaker Mahesh Manjrekar also filed his nomination papers today. He is contesting on an MNS ticket from Mumbai Northwest seat.
भागलपुर से तीसरी बार नॉमिनेशन किया है। 2 बार किया था, जीते थे, इस बार भी जीतेंगे, इंशाल्लाह जीत होगी।
हर एक राजनीतिक दल को यह अधिकार है कि वो चाहे स्थानीय हो, चाहे बाहरी हो, चाहे कद्दावर हो, चाहे कम कद्दावर हो, ये आंकलन करना आप लोगों का काम है। मेरा आंकलन करना ये काम है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी से हमारा सीधा सीधा मुकाबला है और हम उस मुकाबले में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को इस सेकुलर शहर में जीतने नहीं देंगे।
उम्मीद लेकर ही फॉर्म भरा और लोगों का सपोर्ट अच्छा और जहाँ जहाँ जाता हूँ वहाँ लोगों ने बहुत उत्साह से स्वागत किया। तो
सर, रियल लाइफ और रियल लाइफ में जो है काफी अंतर होता है। अब रियल लाइफ से निकलकर रियल लाइफ में आ गए और चुनावी दंगल में कूद पड़े। क्या लगता है भविष्य की आपको? काफी तगड़े उम्मीदवार आपके सामने खड़े हैं।
ठीक है, तो अच्छा है उनका एक्सपीरियंस
जी,
लेकिन एक्सपीरियंस से क्या हुआ है वो भी देखते हैं लोग। तो हम अपने इश्यूज पे लड़ेंगे, हम अपने मुद्दों पे लड़ेंगे और रियल लाइफ और रियल लाइफ में फर्क नहीं सर। मैं रियल लाइफ जो लेता हूँ रियल लाइफ से ही लेता हूँ।
And just days before the 2014 Lok Sabha election, Samajwadi Party chief Mulayam Singh Yadav released his party's manifesto in Lucknow. He said the SP will work against inflation and corruption. Mulayam Singh Yadav said his party will provide special benefits to Muslims and set up a commission for the poor belonging to the upper castes if they were elected after releasing the poll paper. SP chief also promised to work for traders and increase agricultural land in Uttar Pradesh. The party said it will focus on Purvanchal and Bundelkhand regions and help in its developmental projects. Leader from Samajwadi Party Ram Gopal Yadav said education will be made free in the country if a non-Congress, non-BJP government comes to power at the centre. UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav was also present during the unveiling of the party manifesto.
समाजवादी पार्टी इसको गंभीरता से लेती है और मुसलमानों को विशेष सुविधा देंगे ये सब दस्तकारी के काम करने में। हमेशा से हम लोगों ने कहा कि बुंदेलखंड और पूर्वांचल पिछड़ रहे हैं और पिछड़े हुए हैं, तो शुरू से आपने देखा पूर्वांचल निधि, बुंदेलखंड विशेष निधि देकर को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश की और समाजवादी पार्टी पूर्वांचल और बुंदेलखंड को और ज्यादा विशेष निधि देकर के उनकी विकास किया जाएगा।
And countdown to the Lok Sabha polls is now down to just 5 days. Campaigning has hit the peak across the country with multiple rallies being held each day. Political bigwigs are busy canvassing support, making a slew of promises to people and simultaneously hitting out at each other. Let's get you Wednesday's campaign trail in this report.
In an attempt to win maximum Lok Sabha seats in Bihar and Jharkhand, BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi today shifted his campaign tour to the east. Beginning his rally from the tribal belt of Kodarma and Palamu in Jharkhand, Modi travelled to Nawada and Buxar districts of Bihar. During his multiple rallies, Modi criticised the UPA government, alleging it had no connect with the ground reality.
यहाँ की भू-संपदा, यहाँ के लोगों की आजीविका और उस भू-संपदा का सर्वाधिक मूल्य वृद्धि, कच्चा माल चोरी न होने दिया होता, कच्चा माल बेरोक-टोक बेचा न गया होता, लेकिन अगर कच्चे माल पर प्रोसेस करके मूल्य वृद्धि करके ये अगर बाजार में गया होता तो यहाँ पर लक्ष्मी की वर्षा होती, लक्ष्मी की वर्षा।
Barely a few kilometers away from Modi's venue in Nevada, former BJP ally, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar also addressed a rally. He took on both the Congress and the BJP in his speech.
केंद्र सरकार की नीतियों के चलते बिहार और पूर्वी राज्य पिछड़ गए। अगर विशेष राज्य का दर्जा मिलता, ये नीतियों का समर्थन मिलता, तो हमारे यहाँ भी कल कारखाने लगते, हमारे नौजवानों को भी काम मिलता।
BJP President Rajnath Singh too addressed 4 rallies in neighbouring Orissa. He addressed a rally in Kodarma yesterday.
देश के मान सम्मान स्वाभिमान को भी बचाने के लिए मैं आप सबसे यही अपील करना चाहता हूं कि बहनों भाइयों, आप लोग भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनाइए। मैं मजदूरों को भी विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार आने के बाद यदि 180 रुपए प्रतिदिन से कम यदि कोई मजदूरी देगा, अर्थात 200 रुपए से कम देगा, तो उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की जाएगी।
Trinamool Congress chief Mamata Banerjee toured Assam, canvassing support for her party candidates. In Delhi, political newbie Aam Aadmi Party continued with its roadshow. Speaking to people in the East Delhi constituency, party convener Arvind Kejriwal once again rigged up the gas pricing issue. He went on to say that he would join the BJP if Narendra Modi agrees to slash gas prices. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And BSP Chief Mayawati would kick off her party's campaign in Uttar Pradesh from Thursday. The Dalit leader will address her first election rally in Bijnor in western UP and will later address a public meeting in Nagina, Aligarh. She will fly to Hathras on the 4th of April and speak at a rally at Muzaffarnagar. This would be her maiden appearance in Muzaffarnagar after the September 2013 communal riots in which 63 people were killed and thousands rendered homeless. The former UP Chief Minister will also be travelling to Kairana Lok Sabha constituency the very same day. There she'll be addressing rallies at Gautam Budh Nagar, post that, and Bulandshahr on the 5th of April. Now, the BJP has criticised Congress leader Beni Prasad Verma for his remarks on its prime ministerial nominee Narendra Modi at a rally in Gonda in UP on Tuesday. Beni Prasad is already facing charges of violating the Model Code of Conduct for using vehicles more than permissible limit during a rally in nearby Tarabganj. BJP is likely to move the Election Commission against Beni Prasad Verma for the remarks. Even the Congress leaders chose to disassociate themselves from the remarks made by him.
In desperation, now they are abusing Modi. But let them know that every abuse they throw at Modi comes back with ferocity to them only. And therefore, we need not answer or we need not comment on their abusive politics. That shows their exasperation.
We should be very careful in choosing our word.
Now, the BJP has asked the Election Commission to investigate as to why Narendra Modi's flights to address rallies from Delhi and Uttar Pradesh were delayed for hours. Then, incident that took place just on Tuesday disturbed Modi's campaign plans. Civil Aviation Ministry officials, however, clarified that the delays took place because the company handling Modi's flying plans had submitted its flight plans too late.
Upset by the flight delays for its prime ministerial candidate, the BJP on Wednesday took its complaint to the Election Commission. The party sought directions to civil aviation authorities in order to ensure early flight clearances for Narendra Modi.
देखिए, हमने चुनाव आयोग से इस संबंध में कहा है, मोदी जी हमारे प्रमुख स्टार कैंपेनर हैं। उनकी प्रतिदिन लगभग 4 से 5 बड़ी सभाएं पूरे देश के अलग अलग हिस्सों में हो रही है। एक दिन में कम से कम जो वो 3 से 4 राज्यों को कवर कर रहे हैं। और निश्चित तौर से जिस तरह से कल हुआ वो कहीं ना कहीं जो है वो इस बात की गंध देता है कि इसमें कहीं किसी न किसी रूप में जो है वो साजिश थी।
On Tuesday, Modi squarely accused the Congress-led UPA of indulging in a conspiracy. He said the flight delays were deliberate and intended to upset his campaign schedule. It was a theme he took up in all the rallies he addressed.
दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पर मैं 9:30 बजे से बैठा था, लेकिन हमारे हवाई जहाज को, हमारे हेलीकॉप्टर को उड़ने के लिए परमिशन नहीं दी जा रही थी।
Yesterday, Modi was slated to address rallies in Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh and Rewa, Bevhari, Satna and Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. The last public meeting was slated to start at 6 p.m.
को बुरा भला कहने के लिए उनके पास और इश्यूज नहीं रह गए,
तो अब उनका स्तर जो है वो हेलीकॉप्टर के डिले करने पर आ गया है और उस पर पकड़ होकर वो पब्लिक स्पीचेज में बोलने लगे हैं.
The BJP also asked the Election Commission to investigate the alleged delays in giving flying permission to Modi's helicopter.
ये सब जो है हिंदुस्तान की राजनीति में बहुत आम बात है. नेता लोग छोटी छोटी बातों को भी बहुत बड़ा बना करके पेश करते हैं और उनकी मंशा ये होती है कि जनता का सहानुभूति हम इससे हासिल कर रहे हैं और विरोधी के खिलाफ जो है जनता के मन में गुस्सा पैदा करें.
News agencies quoted aviation sources blaming the Ahmedabad-based private charter company that is flying Modi to his election rallies. They alleged that the company was filing its plans just minutes before takeoff. Due to this, air traffic control was not clearing the flights as it wasn't getting the information on time. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And the Election Commission has expressed its displeasure at Union Minister and NCP Chief Sharad Pawar's controversial remarks. The poll panel asked him to be more careful with his words and conduct in the future. Pawar had asked voters to erase ink and vote twice at a rally in Maharashtra last week. The EC said that his call to the voters to vote at more than one place violated Section 171D of the Indian Penal Code. The Commission, however, decided not to pursue the matter further. In its reply to Pawar, the EC said, and I quote, "The Commission conveys its displeasure to you and expects you as a senior politician and president of the National Party to be careful in the future to ensure that by words or conduct you do not violate the Model Code of Conduct," unquote. In his reply to the EC notice, Pawar had argued that his speech did not amount to abetting or procuring votes by impersonation. Time for a very short break on India Votes. I'll be back. Thanks for staying with us. Now, inflation has often upset the well-crafted political plans of any ruling party. If rising onion prices unseated the BJP government in Delhi back in 1998, the Sheila Dikshit administration was paid back in the same coin for its perceived failure to control them in 2014. But is the government alone responsible for the rising prices? Are present policy tools effective enough to put the brakes on inflation? Rajya Sabha TV series Agenda 2014 takes a look at this complex process of prices, the government's efforts to control them, and their impact on economic growth.
Since 2008-9, double-digit inflation has been a familiar story for India. Unfortunately, it's the food prices that are going up all the time. A cruel mockery for a majority of Indians who spend almost half of their monthly budget on food items.
Both the government and the RBI have acted in tandem. While our efforts have not been in vain, there is still some distance to go. Food inflation is still the main worry, although it has declined sharply from a high of 13.6% to 6.2%.
In the last few years, the matter was extensively addressed by both the opposition parties and the government. Parliament debated the problem. The government initiated an anti-inflation strategy, but to no avail.
Inflation rates were reasonably stable around 5 to 6% per annum, which was perceived by policymakers and the public at large as well as normal until about 4 or 5 years ago. However, since 4 or 5 years ago, the normal has become something like, I'm talking about overall consumer price index, overall rates of inflation of somewhere between 8 to 10%.
Experts agree that the problem was in a large part triggered by the world response to the 2008 global recession. An easy money policy inflated liquidity in the market, but with the production of goods and services failing to keep pace, prices kept rising uncontrollably.
You find that last 5 years, maximum pressure is on fruits and vegetables, on protein products, dairy, meat, fish, except that in 2013-14, still there is pressure on cereals, and especially on rice.
Caught between a complex interplay of international factors, domestic pressures and ineffective policy measures, the UPA government failed to get a grip on the crisis. It ensured that price rise will not only be a determining element of the Lok Sabha elections, but also an enduring challenge for the next government. Krishnanand Tripathi, Rajya Sabha Television.
And for a detailed report, watch our special program tonight at 10:30. That's Agenda 2014. Well, with that, moving on to Karnataka, where Shimoga Lok Sabha seat in the state is witnessing a high-profile contest. This time, former Chief Minister Bangarappa's daughter, Geeta, is taking on BJP's B.S. Yediyurappa. She's seen as the strongest contender by many in the state, and she has been extensively campaigning within the state with her Kannada superstar husband, Shivraj Kumar. Our correspondent, Rajkamal Rao, caught up with the couple to know their political prospects.
Have JDS candidate from Shimoga, Geeta ma'am. Ma'am, what are your prospects in this present election? You're taking against Yediyurappa. Are you feeling competitive?
I am very competitive. Plus, I'm going to people with my father's works and what he had to do. And plus, I have my own vision on Shimoga. I am aware of all the problems here. And one more thing is the people here are very intelligent, the voters are intelligent, and they want a change, I feel. The last 4-5 days I've been campaigning here. This is the feedback I am getting.
Are you aware of local farmers' issues? Areca farmers and the coffee growers' issues are very prevalent in elections. What are your plans for them?
See, I'm going to be with the people where they are telling we should not grow arachnids. That will not be. People in Shimoga are dependent on that. So I will be with them in this issue, and we can't stop them from growing that.
Sir, you are excessively campaigning in this election. Is it new for you, or you've been habituated to campaign in elections?
I think it's new for me, and I've been seeing my wife campaigning for 4 days, seeing and listening.
You're confident that she can take on Yediyurappa?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
What is that one thing that can turn in her favor?
I think confidence. Confidence. Every person should have a confidence, but not overconfidence. But I feel my wife has got confidence, and think she has got the capacity, ability, and because even I did not think that she knew all these problems from Shimoga. I think it's great about that, because we are in different line actually. I am an acting line, but my wife being in this, and she was a costume designer for me. In spite of that, she has known, because politics is there in her blood, I think, because her father itself was a famous politician. So I think she has got that ideas of doing, and she's capable. Thank you.
That's what the couple had to say to Rajya Sabha TV. Geeta is confident that she can take against Yediyurappa. With Manoj, I'm Rajkamal Rao, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now in Orissa, the POSCO project is a major poll issue this time around, especially in Jagatsinghpur district, which was in fact the epicenter of protests against the setting up of the South Korean steel plant. All political parties are trying to exploit the issue in these elections. Ruling BJD has even guaranteed jobs to those whose land was acquired for the POSCO project.
Situated on the eastern coast of Orissa, Jagatsinghpur district is known for the South Korean mega steel plant, Pohang Iron and Steel Company Limited, or POSCO. The region made headlines when it became the center of protest against the construction of the plant. Situated 30 kilometers from the trade hub of Paradeep, the plant is spread across thousands of acres in Nuagaon village of the district. An MOU was signed between India and South Korea for this multi-crore project in 2005. An estimated 2,700 acres of government land has been acquired for the construction of the plant, while around 1,000 acres of private land is yet to be acquired. However, the project faces stiff opposition from locals who have lost their beetle vineyards and farmland to POSCO. As many as 7 villages are opposed to the construction of the plant. The United Action Committee, formed to protest the forcible acquisition of villagers' land, says POSCO is eyeing the iron ore region to extract free minerals.
सरकार तो बोला है जो आरपीडीएस हुआ था, आरपीडीएस में सबसे फाइनल हुआ. अभी तक आरपीडीएस हुआ नहीं, और जब हुआ तो वो हमारा डिमांड इसको फुलफिल हुआ, इसको बोला है हमको.
However, some of the locals believe, apart from adequate compensation, POSCO must also provide them employment at the plant.
हमारा डिमांड है हर एक घर पे एक परिवार जो होता है
तो परिवार में से एक आदमी को मिनिमम तो सर्विस मिलना चाहिए, डायरेक्टली एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलना चाहिए।
Despite protests, the Orissa government has acquired land required for the proposed project, rendering hundreds of villagers homeless. In the absence of rehabilitation schemes, they are forced to stay in the transit camps.
ଆମର ସାଧାରଣ ଲୋକଙ୍କ ଦାବି ପୂରଣ ବୁଝି ସାରିଲା ପରେ ପୋଷକ ହଉ, ଆଲୋଚନା ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ପୋଷକ କରାହଉ।
Recently, the plant secured environmental clearance from the government, a major hurdle that had stalled the multi-crore project. However, any work in the project is likely to begin only after the Lok Sabha polls. Panchanan Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
That's all in this edition of India Votes. Time for a short break. I'll be back tomorrow, same time.